What's going on, guys? Chris here with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal in Palm Beach County, Florida. And right now I just wanted to push out kind of a thing I learned last night when I was at the fair in our local county, and I was talking to some of the venues at the expo for our county solid waste authority, and then also for my county for their office of equal business opportunity. It's always a mouthful to say. But I was talking to one of the guys for a solid 20-25 minutes who's super helpful and nice, and we were chit-chatting because I'm an actual local born and raised here, and we were talking about what schools we went to and stuff. And basically what it is you're working with the city that you live in or the county or whoever you service, whether it's through contracts or you're bidding for jobs to try to win. But it's a little bit of an extensive list to actually get verified and actually work with them. You need to be on top of all of your P's and Q's as a business and make sure that legally you're running correctly. So I'm gonna go quickly through some of the stuff that you need to have. And he gave me a book to go over the codes to try to find my business. And I found hauling services in 4 different categories. So I don't know which one is correct. So I would have to call and find out specifically before even applying. But before we get into that, let's talk about some of the other things. So what we need to know the code for the county, which I'll go over in a second. And it's not the same as what you file for insurance. It's different, and it's gonna vary depending on each city. So I'm not gonna say the specific code, I'll just say what category I found it under, and you can kind of figure that out for your own. We need to be registered federally, so with our EIN for the IRS. We need to be registered with our state, so wherever you do your annual report, you need to make sure it's up to date. We need to be registered locally, so with our county business license, or if you're zoned for a specific city, you would have a permit for that. The things we need to provide is a little bit of a list, but I'm going to go over some of the main ones, which is you need to have proof of insurance, proof of tax returns, proof of service. So I say, hey, I do junk removal. I need to actually provide customer invoices that are signed off with dates, and I need to show the payments that back that up. You don't have to show every payment, but if you have just a pure cash-based business, you're probably gonna have a hard time getting in. They need to see proof of credit card transactions or check numbers and where they came from. And then you also need to show a residency that either you or your business live in that county. I think both. You need to show lists of employees or backgrounds, all their tax documents, copies of any 1099s you have, your largest contract to date, along with the background of the owner and all of the signatures and stuff showing that it was completed. And I think that's more for them just to see okay, are you going to be able to handle the jobs we're going to be pushing out or not? And then you need to list any equipment you have. As far as the categories I found the codes in, it was kind of scattered about. One category was just professional services. Very broad, I know. The next one was under trade for site construction. The next one was under water utility under construction services. And then the last one was just listed under goods and other services. And that was the most accurate title I was able to find. So I think that's the one that's going to be most likely to be the one we need. Some of the other sources he mentioned, which I also talked about some of them in my last video, was the health department as far as handling hoarder situations, and then code enforcement to make sure that the outside of houses and HOA communities or buildings and plazas need to make sure that they're well maintained around their dumpsters and in front and back of their property. So you would go in and clean up whatever they don't handle. He said to check with every city hall in your county. Just go there, talk to one person, and work your way around the departments to see who could benefit us in providing opportunities for work. And then FEMA. I didn't really think about FEMA, but I actually almost inquired with them for a career back when I was in college. But FEMA is huge for disaster relief or just for major issues that go on that require a lot of volunteer help. With most disasters come a need for hauling away services, and the counties usually get backed up with handling everything else. So that's where we can kind of come in, and those can be big payouts. I've never handled anything like that, but I have worked for a business in the past where we did handle situations in disaster related situations, and it was kind of like a big deal. So those are just kind of the background of the small business equal opportunity thing. As I read a bit more into it and apply and work my way around, I will try to make more in-depth videos for anyone else interested in moving into that direction. I do think it would be very beneficial not only to kind of secure some bigger jobs and or more consistent work, but I also think it could be hugely beneficial for the fact that you're getting your foot in the door for your county, where you can likely branch off into other departments and really get your name out there. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for. But that's it for now. I just wanted to push that out there for anyone that's maybe interested. Maybe they didn't think about it, or maybe you just kind of, you thought about it, but you didn't think it was like a do thing. I'm going to try, and I may not get it. I know 1-800-GOT-JUNK is pushed in with a lot of stuff around here. Like, they're literally just tied in with everything. But maybe I can outbid them. I don't know. But we're going to try, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for our assisted living cleanout. He did tell me on the phone today, I called and confirmed that it was going to be a couple of things to bag up, not a lot, and then just whatever furniture they left behind. So we'll see what we have in store for us, and we'll see you there. Thanks for watching. Bye.